Coming to you live from Napa Valley. One of the most common questions we get on the tour are, what are these big fans in the vineyard? People always see them, never sure what they're for, if they're for making power or electricity or something like that. They're actually for frost. So traditionally in Napa, there were no vineyards on the valley floor. They were all planted on the side of the hills because cold air comes down from the mountain in the evening and collects on the bottom of the valley, and the air gets colder and colder and colder. Frost, of course, will kill the young shoots on a vine. We have potential for frost in Napa until May 15th, and so there'll be full-on growth, maybe even a foot of growth, and then the frost comes in and destroys it all. So one of the things they figured out after World War II was to put fans in the vineyard, which stirred the air around. It works very well. I'm just keeping the air. The air often maybe 50 or 100 feet up might be 5 or 10 degrees warmer. And so these big kind of fans are kind of planted here. Each one's good for about 12 acres. And so these fans stir the air around. You can see I'm on a hill here, and up the hill, no need for a fan. But of course, at the bottom of the hill is where it's needed. You can see one in the distance over there, a little bit away, but that's kind of what they're for. People now have apps, which will give you an alert when the temperature reaches 35 degrees. It's usually pretty late at night. Another alert when it reaches 34 degrees, and another one when it reaches 33 degrees, and so on. So people have to know if they get up and come out here and turn the fans on and save their crop. I mean, the alternative to that is losing 30-40% of your crop in one night. I've seen it happen. It's sad. Another idea you can do is to spray them. They have overhead sprinklers, and will actually spray the vines with water. It'll freeze them, kind of like what they do with oranges in Florida. You will lose probably 10 or 20%. Obviously that water is 32 degrees, but ice is, sorry, at 32 degrees, but you won't, it saves it from being 28 or 29 or 30 degrees outside. So that's another idea you can do. That's kind of, this is kind of the first defense right here, and then the sprinklers are kind of your second. People have gone so far as to fly helicopters over the vineyard too to create wind and do it that way, although a lot of small growers can't really afford to rent a helicopter for a day to do that. Also, neighbors might complain with the noise of that, since this happens usually at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Hope you enjoy the video, and look forward to making more.